Hi guys, today we're going to be making naan bread. Today we have pre-melted butter, baking powder, all-purpose flour, we have honey, we have instant yeast, we have an egg, we have salt, we have Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, we have hot water and cold water. We're going to mix that together in a half a cup and we're going to pour it in for 1 whole cup. So today we're going to start with a cup of cold water. We're going to do half a cup of that because we need to make warm water. So half a cup of cold water, right? And half a cup of, oh, that works too. We have half a cup of hot water. Be careful not to burn yourself because I've gotten burned several times and it does not feel nice at all. And I'm spilling. That's nice. We love that. So do that. We already have the hot and cold water in here. We have 2 tablespoons. I'm sorry. We're gonna get that out. 2 tablespoons of honey, right? Then we're gonna get another one, and then don't be shy to get dirty with it and use your fingers. So you're done with that. You're going to take the whisk or a spoon, it doesn't really matter. You're going to mix them together until they dissolve. And they're mixed together. So we're going to take yeast. I don't really usually use this yeast. I usually just use tablespoons and stuff, but today we have a packet. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour it in. Make sure to clean up after yourself. It's pretty hard to work in a dirty kitchen. Right? You're going to also mix this in. Mix it in really well because it's going to need to form bubbles at the top. Right? So we're not going to need that anymore. So, once you're done with that, you're going to set it aside for 5 to 10 minutes. Then, in the meantime, you're going to take your flour. This is the flour we're using today, but we put it inside of here. So you're going to take 3½ cups. It's easier to turn it on its side. So, 1. 2. 3. We're not going to need that anymore, so just put it in the sink. And you're going to take your half. I'm using the same half as I did with the water. I just, dried it off a little bit. And a half. After that, we're going to clean up after. You're going to take half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then you're going to take 2 teaspoons of salt. So 1, 2. You're gonna need to mix it all together. So, yeah, get your whisk and mix it all together. Make sure it's like evenly mixed together, right? Okay. Since we can't add any more wet items into here until the yeast is already fully done, or the bubbles. Yeah, in a few minutes. The rapid rise yeast has already had a whole bunch of bubbles, so you know it's done. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take the egg, right? We're gonna take the egg. Thank you. And we're gonna mix it together with the butter. Right now we have 4 tablespoons of butter, which is equal to 1/4 cup. Right? We're gonna mix it together really well, right? You're gonna put that down. You're gonna pour the butter and the egg together. Then you take 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. It's not 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. Right? It just wouldn't go on the spoon. Then you're gonna take your yeast, honey, and water mixture. Put that there. Then you're gonna take your garlic.
How many garlics do you have?
We have 3 garlic cloves that are minced together right here. They're pretty big garlic cloves. It'd be easier. And right now, don't be afraid to get dirty. It's fine. You're gonna get dirty eventually. This kind of helps with stress if you have, been wanting to punch something. It helps because you can punch it. Huh. You heard my knuckles crack. I know you heard my knuckles crack. And so you're just gonna mix it together. Mix it really, really well. Right? Just wash your hands before you do anything like this, because you're going to be touching it. And to not waste anything, make sure that you get this stuff off of your hands. See, you can see that not as much flour is sticking to my hands anymore, but it's still kind of sticky. Right? I think what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more flour because it's still sticking to my hands. So and then, right, clean my hands so I can handle the flour and make sure that my area is clean. What you're going to do is you're going to take flour by the half cup and you're going to spread it all around your station, right? Then you're gonna take the dough, right? It's gonna be a little sticky, and that's okay. It's gonna be a little sticky, and as you can tell, I got some on me. Oh well, it's clothes. It can get washed. So you're going to work it into the bread, or the naan bread, right? It's still sticky because the inside. Right? What I like to do is I like to punch it a little bit, or like mush it, I guess. And, right? You're going to knead it for a good 5 to 10 minutes, or until it's not sticky anymore. It's still sticky, because if you can press the insides and it sticks to your fingers, it's still sticky. So we're going to work on that. You might need a little bit more flour if the counter picks up most of the flour along with your bread and it still stays sticky. So we're back. I had cleaned the same bowl that we used to make the dough in. You're gonna take, I got olive oil here, so you're just gonna take that, right? And just use your fingers to make sure that the dough does not stick. I'm gonna grab the dough. You can set it in there. Then take whatever you have and cover it. What am I doing? There we go. That's the side. So then you let that sit for like 30 minutes. We're gonna come back when it's risen. Hey guys, the bread has officially risen. As you can tell, I already put some flour on the counter. I have my rolling pin. It has some flour on it. Then I separated 4 out. What I did is I grabbed it, right? And just make a fist, like a small fist, and squeeze and pull, right? So what we're gonna do is, what I like to do, I like to make it into a little ball first. Then you put it right here. Make sure that this is coated because now look, your bread is still sticky, right? And just roll it out. Roll it into like an oval, a 2D oval. It depends on the size that you want your naan to be. Like, do you want your naan to be really thick? Do you want it to be really thin? Do you want your naan to be really long or short? I personally like my naan to be kind of thin and kind of long because I really like naan bread. It's the best thing in the world to me. So you're just...
Are you done? Do you need oil? Or are you still rolling?
I'm still rolling it out. I don't want it to be extremely thin, but I don't want it to be really thick. So, next, I think I'm going to use this oil, yes. With one of these brushes, you're going to make sure that it fills the whole thing. So that, don't be really shy with it. And, I think this is really hot.
Okay, lower it.
So we're going to lower it down to 250.
Bloopers!
Ah, that was hot. Okay, so it got flattened a little bit when it got smushed. So I'm gonna grab it. Just gonna set it on there. I really hope this doesn't burn me, or I'm gonna cry. We have another one. We don't have enough flour. I'm just gonna bring it over. Gosh, it smells so good. We're gonna take another one. As you can see, when I flattened that one out, it had like a little air bubble in it. This one is done. You can also put it right here. And come back for when these are all done. Make sure that all sides are evenly distributed with oil. Alright. This one,
coat the top a little bit with oil.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some oil right here so I can coat the top with an even layer of oil. As you can see, what I am attempting to do, because the oil keeps. I'm gonna just. All right, this one looks a little. There. Come back for when all of these are done.